Today I have a Sterling by MusicMan StingRay SR30. And this guitar is awesome. I found a killer deal on this guitar. It was listed on eBay from a pawn shop. And I could not find another StingRay in this color. They currently don't offer it in this red. It's not quite like red, like Dakota red or something like that. Let's see. I have a red arcade card here, and see if we can compare. It's a little bit brighter. It's not quite Fiesta red though. It's actually more brighter than that and less orangey. So it's just this awesome bright red guitar. It has the cool StingRay body style, so it's like slightly has the kind of the slightly that offset thing happening here. Whoever stringed it last or whoever turned it into the pawn shop did a terrible job here. But that's all right, because we'll fix that. Let's go over it real quick. It has two humbuckers. I thought that was cool. It has a trem bridge. It didn't come with the bar, but that's okay because I went to the Ernie Ball MusicMan website and they sell the bar direct from there, so I have a bar for it. It has this nice, smooth, rosewood-esque fretboard. It is missing the high E string. That's fine, we'll restring it. It has a toggle to go between the two humbuckers. 3-ply pickguard. It has the adjustment wheel in the heel of the neck for the truss. It has the thing that I liked about my Cutlass is that nice rounded heel joint there. Yeah, I just thought it looked awesome, and I wanted a dual humbucking guitar that wasn't, one of my Les Paul style type guitars, and this was it. It just looks so cool. It has that retro, MusicMan designs that that Leo Fender carried over after he sold Fender to CBS. He had a silent partnership where he was quietly, because he had a no compete clause in his contract, he kept designing, and he was designing guitars over at MusicMan and amplifiers. So for that reason, I always wanted to give these a try. In the future, I'll try G and L, to round out where Leo Fender last was designing and innovating. But I guess I will plug this thing in and just get some, even though I'm missing that high E, get some sounds out of it before I take it apart. Is the bridge pickup clean? Middle position. I like that. Neck. I like it. It's a little... Maybe I'm just so used to hearing single coils so much that I have just forgotten what a humbucker sounds like. I don't know. There's just something about it. Do I have reverb? I don't know. Let's try a little overdrive. Try a little fuzz. I like that fuzzy sound. Let's try that in the middle. Bridge. This is a pedal I just got yesterday. It's called the E-Lady, for like Electric Lady. It's based off of the Electro Harmonix Electric Mistress, which is trying to gather this kind of flangey chorus sound from Jimi Hendrix's Axis Bold as Love album, according to Electro Harmonix. And Electric Ladyland was his studio. Electric Ladyland was the club/studio that he had. And so Electric Ladyland, and also one of his later albums. So Electro Harmonix called theirs Electric Mistress. This one's just straight calling it the E-Lady. I'm having too much fun. I'm going to turn that volume down. I'm going to restring this, but here's the deal. I have this nifty Fender genuine parts. It's a dual pot. It's a push-pull, but it's a dual pot. And one pot is 500K, the other is 250. So, I am thinking I'm going to put this maybe in the place of the... I don't know where I'm going to put this. Anyway, I'm thinking about using this as a means to split the coils and get single coils. I buy a humbucking guitar, and I just got to make it be able to do single coils for some reason. Additionally, here is my trem arm for this. I have pickups for this guitar because I'm sure that these are just ceramic magnets, which there's nothing wrong with. Hi kitty, what do you want? Yeah. But I have Alnico Wilkinson humbucker pickups, so I'm thinking I'm gonna tinker with this like I do everything. Wow, so when I pulled this off, the bridge pickup is just packed full of wax. I don't know if I can show you that here. It's just like a soap bar back here. It is just full of wax. This one is not, so I don't know if you can see the difference between the two. This thing is just packed full of wax. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Anyway, just had to share that. And the inside is shield painted. And if we look inside the control cavity here, they are dime-sized pots. Okay, I finished this guitar, and I was originally going to coil split the humbuckers, but that became a bit of a challenge. Not that I couldn't have done it, but it became more of a challenge than what it was worth, just because of the materials that I had. I had the Fender dual pot, which is a 500K pot with a 250K stacked on top, so it's a push-pull, so it goes from 500 to 250. Now, I thought I could coil split with it, and there still might be a way to do it, but everything that I read online said it works in conjunction with a switch to coil split, and that's just not something I wanted to do. Plus, the post hole was for, American rather than import, and this is an import guitar, so this had smaller holes. So I would have had to bore the hole out to fit the post through. Additionally, the push-pull to split that I was going to use, it has a longer post, and I could have made that work still with a washer on the bottom and got the same height, you know, but I didn't want to. And then also, because the switch is all the way up here and the cavity is real small, I can't split. I have to split these, you have to run to the control cavity and then run something back through the routing to the switch. And again, I could have done it, but I realized I was trying too hard to make this guitar something that it wasn't. I have a Cutlass, and it has the HSS configuration, and I coil split on that one. This is a double humbucker, and I realized it should just stay a double humbucker. Not everything has to be single coils. I don't have to play clean, reverb-drenched music on every single thing that I get. So I let this be what it is, and I put in the Wilkinson M Series Alnico 5 humbuckers, and the little, you know, where it says Wilkinson on the pickups, it doesn't bother me as much as I thought it would. It really doesn't bother me as much as I thought it would at all. I almost kind of like it. But then, you know, I did I really didn't have to touch the frets beyond the 12th fret. It was just from the 12th fret higher that they needed to be addressed. So I leveled and crowned the frets 12 and higher. I did a setup on it and adjusted the pickup heights to how they should be. I didn't adjust the springs. They seemed just fine on the tremolo. And this is a 2-point tremolo, and it's real nice. I really like it. What's kind of cool about it is it has this lip, and so does the Cutlass, where on this lip right here, if I didn't have the bar on it, you know, if I didn't want the bar on it getting in the way, I could still pull up from underneath, get my fingers under there and still pull up on the bridge. And that's kind of neat. I kind of like that. Treated the fretboard. I really didn't have to do anything to the fret ends. I didn't do anything at all to the fret ends. They were great. When I was adjusting everything, the nut was cut perfectly. For the most part, I'll say this, for the most part, on both the Cutlass and on this, the height of the strings was almost exactly where it should be. There were minor deviances up and down across the strings, but, and when I say that, I'm setting it up to Fender factory spec of string height. And yeah, I really didn't have to do much. They were all very, very close. But this thing's awesome, and it sounds awesome. So here's what it looks like. And let's hear what it sounds like. I'm plugged into my Fender Rock Pro 700, which is a 75 watt or 100, it's either 100 or 75 watt Fender amplifier with a solid state clean, and then the tube drive channel. So the drive channel is tube, whereas the clean channel is solid state. It's a great little amp because it allows you for all the headroom you want if you want to remain clean. And then it has a phenomenal tube drive. I really like the sound of it. But Fender Rock, and that's ROC, Rock Pro 700. Or 700 Rock Pro, not sure. Great amp. I really love this amp. Anyway, let's get to it. Okay, so I thought while I'm at it, I would pull out my Fender double humbucker guitar, the Meteora, and just see how it compares to that StingRay. So I have it plugged in, the amp settings are all the same, and I'll change my guitar settings as I play. Okay, so the Sterling by MusicMan is great. I love it. I mean, I'm glad I could find that because the ones that they sell now don't come in that color. And it's, for some reason, it's hard to find the SR30. I can find everywhere the SR50, which is like the next level up, which has probably has better pickups in it, but it has a roasted maple neck. Yeah, it's just a little bit better of a package. But this is the SR30. It came in that really cool red color. I really, really like it. Let me grab it. Really, really like the way this guitar looks. It plays great. It sounds really good now that I've switched these pickups out. There's something about the original ceramic. The output was fine, but there's just like a tonal quality to ceramic pickups that I don't know. I don't like, probably because I don't play music that ceramic pickups are good for. Like there's places for ceramic pickups, like in shreddy metal type music. That is an excellent place for ceramic pickups. But I play more like rock and things that are like influenced by the blues. So the tonal quality of Alnico is better to my ears. But yeah, it plays great, looks great, feels great. I mean, this was a great eBay find at a pawn shop. So I just like to look at it. But I will say that when I did the comparison with the Meteora, the Fender double humbucking guitar, let me grab that one down real quick. Okay, the Fender Meteora double humbucking guitar feels better to play in my hand. It just has, I don't know, the neck just, that Fender neck just does it for me. I always feel at place on a like a Fender Strat type of neck. The pickups, I think, sounded better. This is a made in Mexico Meteora, and it had, I'm trying to remember what the name of the humbuckers that they put in this, like Fireball or Thunderbolt or something. They had some kind of special name. They look like small, wide range, Fender wide range pickups, but there's a special name for them. And also, this comes, the Meteora comes coil splittable with an S1 switch in the volume pot. Oh, maybe it's right here on the back, if I can read this. So, Fender Player Plus Meteora HH Fireball humbucking pickups. So they are called Fireball. Rolled fingerboard edges, and what does that say? Oh, S1 switch splits humbucking pickups. So yeah. I love this guitar because I love the shape of it for a different reason than I love the shape of this. But this Meteora is great. They'll need a little bit of a setup, just a little bit, but such a great guitar. If you like Fender, but you also like humbuckers, this, you can't beat the Meteora because it has a Strat style bridge, so you can do the tremolo thing. It has an S1 switch to go single coil. The humbuckers sound great in it. It plays great. It looks cool. I would love to see a musician, like a touring musician, play a Meteora. I think it would just look so cool on stage. But that being said, enough about the Meteora. It's cool to have the StingRay. You know, the design that Leo came up with to avoid using string trees, giving it that little small head with the 4 on one side, 2 on the other. Not really a big fan of it, especially when it comes to like a clip-on tuner here in the office, because there's not much real estate to put that clip-on tuner. You gotta, there's, you know, you can clip it on, but you gotta fuss with it for a little bit, whereas, you know, Fender guitars have that nice bulbous round part on it, or even the shark fin that you could put it on. But yeah, I've never really been a fan of the MusicMan headstocks, but the design is phenomenal. This heel, neck heel, it just feels so good when you come down here and it just fits in the palm of your hand and you don't have a corner bumping into you. I will say, is the neck thicker? No, it looks like the neck is the same width. There's just, I don't know, there's just something about a Fender neck, you know, that I feel at home at when I put it in my hand. Well, anyway, that's the Sterling by MusicMan sub-series StingRay SR30. And I think it's an excellent guitar if you can find one. For an affordable guitar to try a MusicMan design, this or the Cutlass are great. The Cutlass it's just really more like a Strat. You know, they come in single configuration or HSS configuration. It's just a Strat. So if you're gonna go for something in the Sterling series, I mean, look, I think having that might be a better option than a Squire, the Cutlass. If you're going between like a cheap Squire of the same price point, the Cutlass would be the better guitar, in my opinion. I think it's just better built. I think the neck heel feels better. It's gonna have, you know, ceramic pickups. That's same thing in the Squire. So I think for feel, for setup out of the box, for the money, I think that the Cutlass would be your better deal than a Squire Strat. If you're going to just dabble and get into the MusicMan thing, man, this StingRay is cool. Cool body. If you like humbuckers, that's where you're at. Dual humbuckers. And yeah, man, this is a really cool guitar. And even though it came from a pawn shop on eBay and the strings were... Someone changed the strings and didn't know what they were doing. The setup itself wasn't that bad. It wasn't far off. And it feels great. Plays great. Sounds great. I think you'd like the StingRay if you give it a try. That is all for now. I gotta find another project to keep me busy before I go insane. And the voices take over. Till next time.